Hey everybody, how's it going? Have you been playing the Striker's Rest? It is back for the next week or so. If not, you should be, because this is an easy way to rack up 30 orbs if you complete the tower. It's nothing like the Tower of Champions, so don't worry too much. Now, last year I tried to do this with 3 Loreleis and an Oregon. This year, let's try and overdo it completely. We're going to go with 4 Arthurs here. We're going to see how far we can go with 4 Arthurs. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, I am speeding this up because it is pretty trivial for the first 10 or so floors. This first floor, all you really need to worry about is the conveyor belt, so there's no gimmicks per se to worry about. And as you're completing the stage, make sure you take a look for those smiders that have the Santa hats on them, because if you take them down, you will get Dream Sharls, and you can use those to roll in the special hatchet that's going on. And you can get Nicholas as well as Santas to help ascend them. And on top of that, a bunch of 4 and 5 stars that you might need to ascend other monsters. So do make sure to take a look on the official news page to see which monsters are in that hatchery and see if you need to pull some. Can't hurt. And like I said earlier, the first few floors are pretty trivial. You can probably bring any team that you can make and just take them along, and you probably won't have too much trouble. Maybe starting through the 6th floor, it'll be a little more difficult, but just slightly. Alright, so we're on floor 5 here. We see there are mines that you might need to worry about, but even then, those mines don't do too much damage. And I believe this stage is one of the better stages to farm Dream Sharls. The amount of Smiters that have the hats are randomized, so it could range, but I do think this is the best cost-effective floor to get your Dream Shard. So if you're bored, you might just want to run this with a mindless party. Alright, floor 6, it's mines and gravity barriers. Still not too bad, and I guess luckily for this Arthur team it is dark, so that damage is just amplified even more. And you can see those Arthurs eating those mines without any worry. And there you go. Alright, 7th floor. If you are actually being a party and you want to do this quickly, make sure you bring at least 1 bounce or pierce type, because as you can see, those are the gimmicks for this stage. So since all of my Arthurs are bounce types, it takes a little bit longer to take out those bounce restrictor jellies, but of course, it's more of an annoyance rather than painful, so it's not that bad. And of course, lasers finish Ghost off pretty quickly. Alright, now the 8th floor. This was actually pretty hard for my team because this party does not handle Scorpions very well. So when I did the Lorelei party, this was super easy because of her bump combo. So any of those piercing bumps, homing, or ideally you want to bring somebody with a poison bump combo because they will take them out within 2 turns. Other than that, what else is there? You got Sirius, someone like Sirius that has those slashing attacks that will do a lot of attacks with 1 bump combo. But yeah, there are damage walls from those mermaids that you see, so if you don't have somebody that can handle scorpions and damage wall, do focus on that. And as you can see, my HP got really low here. Yeah, I mean, it's just a slow, painful death. I wouldn't say I was that worried, but it was a little scary that I got that low with this party. But luckily, as a result of taking a long time, Arthur's strike shot was up, so that's it for that. Now the 9th floor, there are warps and bounce restrictors, so again, ideally you want to bring pierce types to this stage. If you bring a water type, it will make taking down these minions a little bit easier. As you can see, they are a little bit armored, I guess, so it might take a little bit longer to take them down. But still, the warps are an annoyance to the Arthur team because just can't simply handle it. But in return, this team, you just hit one Arthur, you get so many lasers going. Hard to complain too much. And yes, I know Arthur is... it's a pretty luxurious character I'm using here. I figured, when else am I going to try and do this? Alright, 10th floor, this is going to be the last one for this video. This one you see there are revivers, warps, and gravity barriers. So, first and foremost, probably warps. Maybe gravity barriers could arguably be the more important one. As you can see, the warps are created by the monster, so if you take it down and or the reviver, not that big of a deal. And as you can see, the Santa hats are there, so take them down for more stream shards. And we're off to the final stage here. Really, the minions aren't too big of a deal. Just making sure you get rid of the boss, whittle him down, and there you go. And so that is the 10 floors. And we can summarize those 10 floors here real quick. As you can see, floor 8 took a long time for me. Those scorpions were a pain in the butt. But otherwise, pretty simple. That was, what, 20-ish minutes for 10 floors. Now it does get a little bit harder. You might want to think a little bit more for the next one. So I'll split those off in another video. So until next time, bye bye.